What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first ever edition of the Empire State of Sports podcast. I am your host, Karan Kapoor, joined by my partner, Topher Pete.
Let's
And we
go.
are very excited to bring you our first episode as we move forward into the New York sports season. It's a really hot time right now with football right around the corner. Basketball is about to tip off, training camp. Baseball is going to be thick in the heart of the playoffs. And then hockey will tip off too for whatever that's worth. Like I said, this is our first episode. What we're looking to do is bring you some great content each and every week regarding New York sports, whether it be right after a Knick game, right before, during kickoff of a Giants game, post game, whatever we can do to bring you some hot takes and some good content. That's what we're here for. So follow us online on your social media platforms, wherever you see. Reach out to us on Instagram and Twitter. There's going to be some interactive content for you coming up where maybe you can have a Q&A along with us if we're watching the game. And then more stuff to come as we move forward. But again, we're really excited to kick things off. Like I said, this is our first inaugural episode, so a lot of great activity to come. Chris, we had the pleasure of interviewing two Giants influencers, Bobby Skinner, and of course, the Giants Jesus license plate guy.
I love that. There's some great guys, man. It was a pleasure to have them. I'm fortunate enough to had some interaction with them over the year. Like Bobby, I met him years ago, 2019. I listened to him for a little while, and on my way to Florida, he just happened to bring up the fact that he lived in Florida, so I connected with him there. That was cool. Now we just remain friends, listen to his pods, watch all of his content. Obviously, we had him on the Clash and Conferences. We're lucky enough to have him on for our first episode. And then the one you call, what is he? The Giants.
The Giants Jesus.
That's with them golden locks and that, man. He's a legend, man. I feel like people that don't even know the Giants know who he is. Man, before I even thought about doing stuff like this, like we always seen him, the license plates hanging on like the highlight reels at the Super Bowl I think you even said that to him in first game, last game, Super Bowl, draft parties, anything. He's everywhere. But class act, great guy, does a lot for the Giants community, and I'm very, very thankful to sit down with him. So, yeah, man, that was cool. Should we show him the interview?
I can't wait. Let's get to it. So thank you guys for joining us. Like I said, it's our first inaugural episode, so really excited to have you guys on. Talk some Giants. It's a great time of the year. Week 1 is just around the corner. And that's it. How do you guys feel? Bobby, take it away. Thanks for being a part of the team.
Yeah, I'm always excited for the beginning of a season. You know, I love watching these games. You know, even like the preseason, I like preseason more than most people. But I'm like, man, I'm just like ready to just watch them actually play and not talk about, oh, good sign for this guy. Like, no, either good, bad. Like, no, you know, it's just preseason. I'm ready for the regular season. And I'm excited. It's some fresh blood, new quarterbacks in there with Russell Wilson and then Jackson Dart eventually. So even if the season does go bad, you'll get to see your rookie quarterback at some point. So, you know, and I always look back at 2019. 2019, we only won 4 games. It's one of the seasons I look back at the most fondly because we had that rookie quarterback to watch every week, and it was that new fresh blood. So I feel like that's a similar vibe for this season.
Yeah, I agree. Congratulations, guys, on your launch. This is pretty good. Bobby and I were excited to get the call. So first and foremost, congrats. Yeah, I do not like preseason. I want to hurry up and get to. Yeah, I just want to hurry up and get to the season. You know, it's kind of flawed in my eyes because, you know, here we are getting upset about player A or player B getting cut because you see him, you know, scoring 3 touchdowns in a game, but yet, you know, you don't get to see him drop 45 passes, you know, Monday through Friday of camp, you know, unless it's public. So, you know, these guys get paid the big bucks to make those decisions. I just want it over with, and let's go. I'm ready for Washington, so let's go.
I will say this to piggyback what you said. So I've mentioned this on a previous pod before. Like, I don't take a lot of stock in preseason training camp or preseason, right? Because especially when you have a rookie quarterback, it's so scrutinized. Like, if Dart threw a pick 6 on his first pass,
Yeah,
you know, the Giants, they screwed that pick up like you wouldn't believe. or if he threw a 60-yard bomb to Malik Neighbors in his first pass, well, now we got our quarterback of the future. So I just, you take it with a grain of salt. I will say though, like I don't watch a lot of preseason or historically, I have this year because I was so excited about Carter, and then with Dart to see if he is actually, does he have some game, and it's looked great in preseason. I will say it's been a pleasant surprise to see how he's looked through the first 3 preseason games. I'm glad he played, right? I'm glad they didn't sit him or baby him. I'm glad he was out there getting some reps, getting some game action. So the fact that he's looked really good is promising. Obviously, it's an exciting time where we're 0-0, so I'm ready to kick things off. Do you guys think this is going to be, with him being a backup number 2 on the depth chart, is this like a sort of like a Warner Manning situation where you think Russell Wilson might play the first 9 games of the season, and then lo and behold, Eli comes in and the torch is passed? Do you see that here with Dart, or is it too soon to tell? Is it just because he was not a number 1 pick?
I mean, I guess I'll jump in. First of all, I don't think the Giants named the number 2 yet. So that number 2 could be Jameis, to be honest with you. But I'm thinking Bobby's gonna agree with me on this. There's no way Jameis should be named number 2 with Dart as the draft pick. Dart should be named number 2 no matter what. I think that you gave it a little bit too high of a number when you said 9 or 10 or whatever you just said. I think I'm looking more of like 5 or 6. But that's just me. Russell Wilson is in the best, worst position you could be in because he's the starting quarterback of the New York Football Giants. And he knows very well that he's got someone breathing down his neck right behind him. So I'm looking.
So you're looking for him to start.
I mean, and every fan wants that. I mean, Bobby will tell you, I didn't want any of these quarterbacks. I didn't want Russell Wilson. I didn't want Jameis Winston. I was a roll with Locke, roll with DeVito. Go get your quarterback in the draft. See what the hell happens. 3rd, 4th, 5th game. And then I'll see you again in 2026. That's just me. Bobby, take it away.
And Joe predicted the Dart pick on the Giants Nation show. Shout out.
Appreciate that.
Here's I think the difference. Here's the only difference between Warren or Eli is I don't think Dable has the balls to pull Russ if they're 5-4. It's going to be a very clear they're losing games. If they're winning games, even if it's ugly on offense, but they're winning games, I don't see them making the change, because if they start losing games with the new QB, then the gun's going to get turned around on Brian Dable. So, but if they are 3-6 or whatever, or whatever losing record, then I think they're going to Dart more quicker than people are imagining in preseason, where everything goes according to plan.
Agreed.
I feel like Dable's itching to put him in. Like, I feel like he's licking his chops. You see it on the sideline. You see it the way smiling at him, smirking at him, winking at him. Like, I love in the tent. Like, he wanted to get in. Dable smiled at him there. But my only worry is, let's just say week 2, 17-17, Wilson gets hurt. It's the 4th quarter against Dallas. That's in Dallas. Wilson gets hurt. Do you really want Dart as your backup, and you really want to just throw him in there right then and there his first time? Like, I honestly wouldn't hate to put Winston as our number 2 early and let that flow for a couple weeks just to see how Russell Wilson's going to play. I feel like they brought him in to start and play. Like, I don't think was this ever going to be a Jaden Daniels, like, in playing week 1 anyway?
No, I mean, come on, man. You used a rare scenario there. You're talking about game 1, game 2. I might agree with you. Game 1, game 2, injury. I think I would give the call to Jameis, only because you're talking about week 1, week 2. So I definitely don't want to talk about injuries. But yeah, that's a little too soon. I probably would go to Jameis, but I guarantee if that scenario did take place, call me crazy, I think you might see both quarterbacks at some point. So until the torch was just given to Dart, and I'm still going with week 5, 6, something like that. But again, like Bobby said, it's really going to rely on
the
where the
record how they're
Giants are.
playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of which, I mean, week 5, 6. So the schedule's been out, right? We all know it. The schedule looks like a colossal challenge for the Giants, especially the first. It looks like it, like pen to paper. It looks like it, right?
I got an argument with the OGs a few minutes ago because I recorded with them tonight, and I'm like, everything that you're looking at is based off of last year. They base it. It's like a Madden game, right? Don't they just they put in the stats of last year, where you ranked, where you fell, how you looked on paper, and that's your record. And that's how they determine your rank. Like, how do you know? Like, I don't know. I went down there. There's beatable. There's games on there. I don't.
Oh, of course, there's beatable teams without question. But obviously, the first 2 games, division games on the road. Division games on the road. Obviously, you're going to Washington week 1. Went to the NFC Championship game. So obviously, I don't know what Dallas is. They're a question mark. I get it. Home opener against Kansas City, Sunday Night Football, and then week 4 at home against the Chargers with obviously Harbaugh and Herbert and all those, that revamped team a little bit. So, injuries aside, I do agree with LPG. I would like to see Dart in, sort of that second quarter of the season, if possible, somewhere between weeks 5 and 8, depending on how the season goes. I do think Dable needs to get wins. The last couple of years has been rough. I don't know if he's on a short leash. Do you guys have any opinion on that? Do you think now that he drafted Dart, is he here for the foreseeable future? Do you think he needs to win games, or do you think he's on a short leash?
I think it's impossible to predict because the way we expect people to react to things isn't always the case, right? And we could say, oh, well, they got Dart, they got extended by 2 years. We've seen Mara go away from the plan, right? Maybe Shane even, there's just so many different things that can go different ways that I don't know. But I could also see, John Mara being like, hey, they drafted a quarterback. I'm giving them this second year, right? We made that mistake with Daniel Jones. We're not going to make it again. So I don't know. But here's what I'll say is I hope they're not putting in Dart to get wins and putting him in for his development's sake. Because they put Eli in. Eli did not get wins. In fact, he looked really bad, but it was an important experience for him. So that's why I'd like to see him in the second half of the season, because I think it's more about experience than squeezing out the most wins possible, because he may end up being a great quarterback and suck as a rookie too. Again, we went through that with Eli. Eli was 1-6 as a rookie. He played some terrible football, and his only win was the last one of the year. And if it was in today's age, it was like, oh, meaningless win ruined our draft spot. We didn't have a first round pick that year because of Eli, so it's a little different. But that's what we'd have been talking about with Eli. Oh, great, this Eli guy showed up when it mattered the least, and he ruined our draft slot. So I hope when they put him in, it's for his development's sake and not to save anybody's job.
Yeah, I'm full agreement. But I am on the plan that Shane and Dable have time. This is not a short leash. They drafted their quarterback. You already see. Look, I sat in the last couple of games preseason and watched this team that we see on TV. I happen to be there in person, but it is different. I do like how everybody is saying it looks different. Everybody was off the bench. Everybody has a smile on their face. I mean, they're winning, preseason or not, they're winning. There is a change around here, and it starts with all these youngins. And like Bobby said, let this guy get in there, let it be developmental. But I don't think they go anywhere. I think they got a reprieve for a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like they finally got their quarterback. They finally got their quarterback. They gave DJ the chance because of the, I always say if Barkley would have signed that 3-year, $42 million, DJ probably would have got tagged. That was just my opinion. I don't know. That's just what I thought. It didn't work that way, but they never really had their quarterback. Now they got their quarterback. I think they got extended there. Look, man, last year it was bad. If you asked me how I would feel going in this year, it would be like, look, I'd like to see us get our quarterback. I'd like to see our line get more depth. I would like to see our secondary get better. I'd like to see our pass rush get, like last year, it started out one of the best. It got led the league in sacks after the first couple of weeks. And I think we checked all the boxes. So I wasn't real excited. I'm excited, and I would love to see Russell Wilson go out there and play well and play smart and game manage just like he did in Pittsburgh. and play well all. I say game managed, but he didn't knock your socks off with stats. But that team, I think maybe I'm delusional, maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. I feel like this team we have right now can be that good as that Steelers team. If he can play as well as he played there, why couldn't we make the playoffs this year? I'm not saying we're winning the Super Bowl or anything.
Defense for sure. Our
defense should be out. I think the defense should be outstanding.
Yeah.
That's just my personal.
How do you guys feel about Week 1 Washington? Going to the NFC title game. They just recently signed McLaurin, so are they going to have a step back? They
stink.
They're one of the more winnable games on the schedule. Their defense 100%. Is untalented. It's an untalented defense.
100%.
Let them know, Bobby. Let them know.
Listen, Jaden Daniels is amazing.
Second year now.
It's another.
Sophomore slump.
He stinks.
Sophomore slump.
It doesn't even need to be a sophomore slump. It's just like that.
I don't think.
I can't believe the Commanders did what they did last year with that defense. I don't care how good their offense was. Like it's phenomenal.
They played well above what they were supposed to play,
and it's hard to keep doing that. And it's just an untalented group, and that's where and if the Giants pass rush steps up a game and slows down their offense a little bit, I mean, we were on the precipice of beating them twice last year with the Giants team that won 3 games and them going to the NFC Championship game.
You met Paul Bobby and our Commanders rep on OGs. He made a good point. Our host Mike is a Bears fan. He said, we brought the Hail Mary up. We were just ragging on each other, and he said, there's a lot of games that the Commanders could have lost last year. There was a lot of games the Bears could have won. Even them two teams could have been flip-flop. I think the Commanders, they played well above. They played good. They had a great year. They bought in. But, yeah, them playing like Wagner. All them guys are getting older. And I don't know. I don't know if it's real. But Debo don't look. He looks like he's out of shape. I don't know. Is that a real thing?
Well, I'm not saying the Giants are going to have a better record than the Commanders.
I'm just saying I don't think they're not going to go to the NFC Championship game again, are they?
No, that shouldn't even be the expectation, really, with them. Like it's hard to get back, but that's an untalented defense, and coaching can only do so much.
Gotcha.
LPG, how do you feel week 1? All right, easy. Enough said. Week 2, Dallas.
We're 1-0. We're 1-0.
Dallas, they stink.
I want to start with Dallas. I got ragged on about this too. I think Dallas is going to stink. I think they could have a good offense. This whole thing with Micah Parsons, they didn't.
Yeah, it's a mess.
The year before, they went and won a division, right? I'm talking, and then they didn't do anything. They thought, let's just roll over and do nothing. Let's just run it back. They didn't do anything. Eagles went on. We don't even want to talk about them. So what did they really do to get better? Their offense could be good, but defense.
Here's my issue with Dallas is until we beat Dak Prescott, it's hard to predict a win against Dak Prescott.
I understand.
It's been the decade essentially.
It has been a decade.
It sucks.
With 1 win, you're 100% right.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate though, Bobby. You said Washington defense is gonna stink. How's Dallas's offensive line gonna be?
Listen, I'm not here to tell you Dallas is a good team. I think with Dallas is we got to beat Dak. Like you got to beat Dak. It's been too damn long.
I understand, but how good is their offensive line? Look at our pass rush, and Dak has not been durable the last few years. Dak seems to get hurt every year, don't he? Like at some point.
Yeah, and those have been our wins. Andy Dalton, and there was one other time we beat Dallas over the last.
I just don't have faith in them. I think that's another problem. That's just.
Was it Ben DiNucci?
I think it was Cooper.
No, we lost to Cooper, so maybe it's just that Andy Dalton game was the only win.
Every time he stinks.
It might be, Bobby. It might be.
Which is like even in our good seasons, we lost to the backup QB. So
yeah,
I think those 2 weeks are so important for this season because then you have the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Saints. We should be able to get a win there. But
I hate going there. It's very loud, and you really should have a win there, but. It's very difficult on the road there.
Yeah.
Spencer Rattler, their QB1. So
Spencer.
They're going all in. They're going all in for Arch Manning, in my opinion, if you ask me, for next year.
Well, let's hope we can give it to them. If he even comes out next year.
It's the hometown favor, right? It's lining up perfectly for Arch to go to New Orleans, in my opinion. That's how I see it playing out.
But what I'm saying is like you need to win those first 2 games, or. For this season to be salvageable, or come out 2-2 and then 1-3-2 against the Saints. Because the Chargers,
It's
I think they're
winnable.
really well coached, and they may will just run the ball on us the entire game. Like they're not overly talented where you go into that game and say you have no chance, even though you're not favored. So I think the first 5 games of the season they have to come out 3-2 because if they're 2-3 or worse, it just goes downhill from there.
Yeah, because then you got Philly, Denver, Philly, San Francisco after that. So I think you're right. They have, if they can somehow split the 2 division games and split the 2 home games and go to New Orleans 2-2, I think you take that right now. I mean, I know Topher shaking his head because he wants 5-0, but I mean, who doesn't want 5-0?
I want to win the 2 division games. I'm tired of being the laughing stock of that division. I just want to come out. I think we're catching them at the right time. Let's go out. We got this new morale, this new good feeling. Let's just go win these 2 division games. Just kind of like, like the year in Tennessee. We went there and won that game, went for 2. It just built momentum. Let's just win them games. And then, anything can happen with the Chiefs. I mean, the Chiefs, whatever. They're coming to town. I'll be there. My daughter's going to go, and she's going to root for the Chiefs. My 9-year-old is crazy because of Taylor Swift. It's unbelievable.
Taylor Swift, baby.
And she even already said, I want to come on, Dad. I want to come on and rub it in your face. I'm like, wow.
Do you guys think this is the final? Do you guys see any moves on the horizon, waiver wire, trade, anything before we kick things off, or is this do you think this is the final roster?
There'll be some names, and we'll I'll overanalyze them for 2 days, and then we won't talk about them much. That's what waiver wires is every year,
Yeah.
So nothing major.
I would love
The
some
most
O-line.
you can see is
Nothing
Gabe
major.
Davis or somebody. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's not happening.
No, I don't think that's happening. But they are going to pick up. I would say they're going to pick up a safety.
Any O-line?
I don't know. Maybe even they go after a veteran. I can't believe Mills was just cut by Houston. I could see him coming back to the Giants, even though he had a cup of tea for a second. But he still wants to start. He's not going to start here. Newbin, Holland. You're not starting here, but you'd have to have some kind of a veteran presence there. In my opinion, Giants are still going to look at maybe a defensive tackle, but like Bobby said, nothing that's gonna shake a tree. So it's going to be just fine.
The one that hurt the most today, obviously, is Tommy DeVito. What's up, guys? What's going on? What's going on with him?
Well, we said pre-show we were going to guess where he's going to go.
Yeah.
Do you want to do 3 options, just quick 1, 2, 3s at the same time?
I would like to do the 1, 2, 3 with you guys. I would do
right.
Bobby, let Toph count down. 1, 2, 3, and we'll go one team, and then he'll go 1, 2, 3. And we'll do the second team because I have 2. I don't know if you have 2.
Okay, let's see if we have the
one.
same.
All right, hold on. Are we going the second team, or are we going like the legit first
No,
team?
the
you
list.
think?
First team, then second team.
So the
All right,
legit
let's
team
do it.
first. Legit team
Let's do
first.
it.
All right,
That's
ready?
it.
All right, ready?
Are
1.
we all doing this? Sorry.
No, them just
Oh, just them two.
them
Okay.
two. Just them two.
All right.
On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Patriots. Oh.
Ooh.
I was gonna
Now
say
hold
Jets.
on.
That was my.
Who's your second team, Bobby? Mine's the Patriots.
My second team is Ravens.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm Jets, Patriots, and this is funny because I had Patriots Jets up until like a couple hours ago when the Jets cut. Yes.
Okay, see, I didn't get any information until it was last night when I got this, so that
Jets make
changes a
How
little
about-
bit.
sense, man.
Yeah, and the Jets cut their third string, and I'm telling you that Jets could do something funny here. They can add a quarterback. They can add the guy that took over New York for a little bit. They can stick it to the Giants a tiny bit. I'm not saying Tommy's, all end.
Him and
but
Tyrod
Tommy is-
reunited.
Yeah, correct. And doesn't have to go anywhere.
That would be awesome
I-
for him and
I
everything
really-
he has there.
I really believe that Tommy is lined up now to go to the New York Jets, and if not, the Patriots. A quarterback that is injured and hasn't shocked the world, and another one that's injured. Right.
Yeah.
If I was Tommy, I would want to go to the Jets. I don't see going to the Patriots and sitting behind. I just the option is the Jets if I'm Tommy. But again, he has options, and if you would have told me that years ago that we'd still be talking about Tommy DeVito and options. Look, he looked amazing. Hats off to the Giants because they let him showcase, and they did a really good job, the Giants, in the preseason of handling all their quarterbacks. They did a really good job. I mean, they did a really nice job. And I think Tommy played amazing.
He did.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about second string, third string, this and that, because, I mean, the Giants were playing theirs as well. You asked us a question. I think the Jets is the landing spot, if not the Patriots. Bobby's got Patriots and Ravens, so, you know, he's definitely going to wind up somewhere, and good for him.
Yep. Agree.
I don't. If I could piggyback, I agree with LPG. Jets was my initial gut if he signed somewhere. My second team though is actually New Orleans, only because they don't have much of anything going on at QB this year so far. Like I said, they just named Spencer Rattler their QB1. So if this goes south for them very quickly, I could see him latching on there too and getting some playing time just to finish out the season, just to see what he has, if he has anything in the tank. But Jets was my number one pick in terms of where he would go because of the reasons you said. It's in New York. He knows the stadium. He knows the area. He may get playing time if Fields doesn't pan out or if Tyrod gets hurt, which he's prone to do.
Yeah.
So,
let me add. I also think that, you know, him going to the Jets, or wherever he goes, his relationship, guys. I don't look. Wherever you go, you make friends. You go somewhere else, you make new friends. That's the way it is. All right. Plus, this is a business, but he's like super freaking tight with Dart. Like, these guys are like, I'm sure, Bobby, you've heard
Their families sit together.
Yeah, they are. They
awesome.
are like tight. Now, Tommy was tight with Locke, and he's tighter with Dart. And Dart, from what I was told, was very vocal about DeVito, like very vocal. I mean, it didn't really work. He's not here anymore. But I'm just saying, there's an option that he comes back to the practice squad, which I don't think so, because I think he's going to wind up being on someone's 53. I do. But mark this down right now, okay, this date and what we're all talking about, because I think he'll be a New York Giant again.
I love it. I was hoping you say that.
Giant again. Okay.
I wanted him to go back and come back on the practice squad, but I think he's deserving to go get an opportunity. And I agree with you. I think the Jets would be the spot. I mean,
I'm rooting for the Jets. Just stay the local kid forever.
100%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love
Stay
it.
that local kid. You're right.
Yep.
Man, you
Stay
imagine
the
go there and
local
win, go there and win, and go there and get him to the play. Like, good for him. That would be. I'm not a Jets fan by any means. But I would support him 100%.
I'm actually also looking forward to DeVito's, what's his name, Stiletto, and Aaron Glenn going at it on the sideline. Now, I'm looking forward to that too.
His agent, you mean?
Yeah, his agent versus Aaron Glenn. That's going to happen.
Is that still his agent? I haven't seen him in a little
Yeah,
while.
no, that's his agent.
Okay.
That's awesome. That's funny.
All right, guys. So look, exciting time. Like I said, we covered the first 4 weeks of the season, what we think, and let's just for a minute. I just want to get your guys' opinion. I'm bullish on it. I am very pumped up about the defensive line. I don't know about you guys. I think it has a chance to be historic. I know they didn't pick up the option on Thibodeau.
Historic.
I'm more excited about the defensive line than I am even for Dart to see what he's capable of, if that makes sense. Just right now, just because I'm so with Lawrence and with Carter, just to see how these guys are. What do you guys think? I think we can get to the quarterback. You guys say we need to beat Dak. I think that's one opportunity for us to get to Dak because we don't know what the Cowboys' offensive line is. You said the Commanders, their defense is nothing to write home about. So I think we have a chance to steal some games just solely on our defense. I don't know how you guys feel. I think it has unlimited potential.
We've been fans of great pass rushers before, and we know how fun that is. It is. Dexter Lawrence is amazing.
We won our last couple of Super Bowls. You're right.
Yeah.
So.
And having multiple guys, having Dexter Lawrence is unbelievable. And then you add Abdul Carter, and then Brian Burns might just be your third guy, and Kayvon your fourth. Yeah. That could be nasty, man. And I know I don't want to get past this season yet, but like I want to keep adding to it, right? Like we get to the draft next year, I want another defensive tackle in the
100%.
first round. Keep adding to this, because the Giants have the ability to have something that every single week, no matter what their record is, teams are going to be worried about facing a pass rush, and that is, you know, we've been into weeks before where that's the worst thing when you have a unsteady offensive line and you got to face a team that just gets after it, how they can ruin a game.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be, honestly, they're going to be absolutely ferocious. I mean, like you said, all these top-notch guys, so it's going to be absolutely it's just going to be absolutely ridiculous. No, honestly, I mean, you know, I was very vocal, so pumped up for Carter. I wanted him so bad. I would have taken anybody I had on the back of my jersey then, but my deep down inside, I wanted Carter. I think he's going to be an absolute machine. And Dex is going to command so many people that somebody's going to be open everywhere, and I think it's going to be good. I was surprised. I was surprised at the Chapman cut.
Okay.
I didn't expect that one. Maybe Alexander is that much better than I thought.
Well, I think the surprising thing is it wasn't because, like, as Giants fans, we were all like in love, like we got to have this guy. It felt like the Giants were the ones who were in love with him. They put a mic'd up video out of him just 2 days ago. They're
Right.
showcasing him at fullback. He's getting first team reps in preseason or in regulars in training camp. It's like I went into training camp not thinking about Elijah Chapman and came out and like, oh, he's a roster lock.
Yes.
So
Hey.
so it's not because of us fans we overrated this player or something. They are the ones who made us feel like they were the ones in love with him.
Maybe they're just really smart. They didn't want to get Bellinger hurt at fullback, so they kept putting Chapman out there in practice.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it's usually on this cutdown day every year. There's always people that we like fall in love. Dante Miller, right? And the Giants are like, we never had any plan of ever keeping this guy, and there's like he was never going to make the roster unless guys got injured. It's very rarely the other way around where we're all like, yeah, they're probably going to keep him because they love him so much, and might be overrating him, and then they're the ones who cut him.
I never even looked at it that way, but it's so dead on now that I think about it. Like it really is dead on.
Look, when's the last time that happened where we were thrown off by the Giants? You know,
I don't know.
Usually usually they always keep those guys, but I think he'll still stay on the practice squad because I don't think anyone's coming to swoop him up to play fullback, unless maybe Jim Harbaugh, but that's about it.
I don't know about you guys, but I said this a couple of weeks ago and I stuck to it. Deep down inside, there was only one person that's going to be back there fielding punts this year, and I said it was going to be Gunner.
I want to know what happened with Amir Smith-Marset, because he was their clear and away returner, and Bryce Ford Wheaton gets injured. They bring in Gunner, like, oh yeah, welcome back, and then he just took the damn job from him. And
he also was in camp catching all kind of shit left and right.
Yeah, but that's where I'm like, but do they view him as a receiver? Because they never have before. What's changed now for a guy that's 29 years old? Did Amir Smith didn't play in the second preseason game and then had a tweet and delete of LOL. So I want to know what happened that made that go sour.
Do you remember when, I was in Buffalo when he didn't get that first down. Do you remember the play or not?
Gunner or Amir?
Amir.
Yeah.
I tweeted it because Dable went ballistic. He went ballistic. And I'm videoing it, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm not even gonna videotape this. I'm not even gonna film this on my phone. He went ballistic just because he didn't get that. I think he just didn't get a first down. What was it? A play, a yard or two. He just wasn't aggressive enough. Was it Buffalo? I think it was Buffalo.
That would make sense because he didn't play in the second one, and it wasn't the last game.
All right, so did he already have something out for him, and that broke the camel's back, or was it just that?
I don't know. Once you get in a doghouse,
that's what I mean. I guess. Wow, that seems like excessive.
And you're on the bubble. You have bubbles burst. I don't know.
Yeah, man. But you were saying he was catching everything. Gunner was catching everything.
I'm sorry, Gunner was.
Gunner was catching. No, you said that. You said Gunner was catching.
Yeah.
Maybe he just feels confident. He's like, look, he's catching it. He's 29. I can put him back there. And
right, but But like Bobby said, like, are they viewing you as a freaking punt returner, or are you viewing on you a wide receiver? Because he was catching everything at wide receiver because they didn't put him back there because Amir was back there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm just happy. Look, when I was growing up, I was little, Big Blue Wrecking Crew. We could have that back. Let's go.
Yeah,
I'm psyched about that. I love having an intimidating defense. I love turnovers. I love getting after the quarterback. This is a blast. Just don't turn the ball over on offense. Execute.
I think as fans we get excited, like, because we've been so accustomed to or spoiled
all the way
by
around. It's
defensive
been
line.
awful. Like Bobby
I know,
said,
but I'm
it's
saying,
terrible
like,
when you're getting sacked all day and
Right.
turning the ball over. And
But like those days when we obviously LT'd and strained,
we were
like those are when the defense would take the field, it would be more exciting on the field than when the offense sometimes was rolling out. It's like you'd be more excited to watch to see what the defense could do.
you weren't worried.
No, you weren't worried for sure.
You know what? That's actually a good point. But as much as I was just a little kid growing up with all those guys, the defense. Nobody messed with the Giants' defense. However, and yes, it was a lot more exciting when the defense came out than the offense. But the offense brought their briefcase to work, and they got the job done.
Yeah.
Phil
100%.
Sims, Jeff Hostetler.
100%.
I'm just saying they came in and got the job done. So I just want the same for this team.
Yeah, 100%.
Just get the job done. I'll be happy with that.
Get the job
nice, competitive, winning football. I'll take it.
100%.
Any predictions? Predictions for the season, guys, before
Super
we wrap things up? Okay.
My man.
Just win some damn games. That's all
Win
I
some
get.
damn games.
Hey, shout out Mr. Brownstone. I love
Win
it.
some games.
I'm tired of being in the top 5 in the draft, man.
Yeah.
I'm tired of getting excited to be the first 5 picks of the draft.
Yeah, look, the bottom line, Giant fans are shell-shocked. They are frustrated. I'm meeting more and more fans and their kids that have never seen winning football. And that's really eye-opening to me because, like, I'm meeting 10, 11-year-olds, and I'm like, wait, what? Like, what? You like the win in Minnesota? That's all you know? And it's honestly, it's bothersome. So until everything changes in Giants land, we're a bitter crew. We're a bitter bunch. So go out there and win some damn games.
Love it.
Yeah. Listen, our bye is week 14. So we play 13 straight weeks before we get a week off. So I would love us to have that game when we come back. It's home against Washington after the bye in December. I would love that game to be meaningful, if that makes sense.
That's the
my
game
goal.
I'm coming. That's the game I'm coming up for. So let's usually I'm up there and it's just having a good time because the season's over.
Hey,
let's win. Let's
Bobby,
make that meaningful.
I can't believe you're coming up to see them clinch the division. That's sick.
Sounds good to me.
I'll definitely be there. Ron, you got to meet me there,
Yeah.
man.
Division game against Washington in December.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
to
that
win the division.
That game is worth a damn. I'll be
Let's
there.
do it. Let's do it.
That's awesome, man.
I'll definitely be there. Ron, you got to be there, man. That's a game for us to.
We'll mark your calendar.
You brought it up. You got to go now.
All right. Sounds good.
Write it
So
down.
listen, guys, really appreciate your time tonight. Really looking forward to the season. Again, it's our first episode of this, the Empire State. Couldn't be more excited to have you guys on to talk some Giants. Obviously, the season's a couple of days away, and we'll see what happens. LPG, I hope to see you in the parking lot again at a tailgate sometime this year. And Bobby, hope to see you as well do your Giants Nation show. So again, follow these guys on Instagram, social media, wherever you get your podcast, wherever you follow these guys. They have a great Giants presence, a lot of knowledge. They bring a lot of excitement and fan table. So guys, again, thank you for your time, and I hope to see you guys during the season.
No, thank you guys. Anytime. Or, Topher, we go a ways back, and Corinne, it was nice to meet you.
You too.
And guys, congratulations on your first of many, and go Giants, baby.
Don't be a stranger, guys. Hopefully you have guys are going to soon.
Thank you guys so much.
Week 14, Giants Commanders. See you.
Peace.